I've been in business since 2011. I was initially situated in Luton. I had the opportunity of moving the business down into Brixton, which was up and coming. I was sharing initially with a lady in this market and done really well, so I thought I'd venture out on my own. How I actually ended up doing Cowrie Design or into fashion was my initial trip to Nigeria. I was doing it regularly and coming back with garments, dresses, etc. from the numerous parties and occasions that I had to attend. So then I had family and friends placing orders. So that happened and I thought, okay, let's create Cowrie Design. But actually from that, it led on to me working with a group of ladies, seamstress in Nigeria, who do the sewing, and then obviously it's shipped here and I sell it. Further to that, what happened was I thought, well, this is a good way of starting some sort of partnership with the ladies in Nigeria and have them be making items for me on a regular basis. Obviously that's bringing in an income for these ladies. And then even thinking of that even further, I thought, how could we go about in expanding what they're doing? The issues that they had were in terms of limited space, in terms of equipment, and I think you know about the infrastructure in Nigeria in terms of power supply, etc., etc. So what we decided to do was help these ladies get a bigger place for where they're sewing. So we've done that now. Now the next part of it is to make sure that they've got the right equipment, the equipment that's working, so that they're actually on par with high street labels in terms of the quality and the finishing of the clothing. So this is where I've now established Cowrie Foundation. It's going to be a non-for-profit organisation, and obviously by you purchasing this clothes, your money gets reinvested into the organisation, where we're able to expand and get a number of more women on board sewing and making fashion that is now quite popular. African fabrics are colourful, they're beautiful, they're used in so many different varieties in terms of accessories, purses, shoes, bags, you name it. So this is Cowrie Design. Because I'm not able to speak Yoruba, so sometimes that can be a little bit of a barrier, and I'll have to get, you know, some of the items translated through my sister, so she does help a lot. Stressful in the terms that being cost effective, so at the moment whereby they can't make enough clothes at a specific time in order to be cost effective in terms of shipping, that has become a bit of a problem. That's why I'm still trying to get them to expand with more seamstresses coming on board, so that I can alleviate that problem. Again, power supply, so it's like, how do we adapt to the infrastructure that is currently sort of, I say, the issue in Nigeria at the moment, and that is research into solar powered sewing machines. That's what we're currently researching at the moment. In the meantime, it's sort of how we can manage our time effectively. So when there isn't a power supply, she's getting on with, you know, cutting out, you know, and having them ready for when the supply comes back on, she can just start doing the sewing. So those are the things that we sort of work together with in terms of making sure that there's sort of consistency with me having the stock here to sell.